Now, I ain't gonna lie. We gonna go ahead and get straight to it. Look, this Rich Homie Quan, twin. Bro, I just did a couple videos on Rich Homie Quan, not recently, but past videos. I did like 3 videos, and it was with Avery B. If y'all know, y'all know. Go back and look at those videos, bro. Avery B made a fucking song with Rich Homie Quan literally like last month, bro. Shit crazy how he was just showing his face around everywhere just to try to get back here. You get what I'm saying? And he was doing it. He was literally doing it, bro. My first video seeing Rich Homie Quan back on the internet type shit was the Avery B video. But then once I watched it, I started seeing a whole bunch of shit. Like a whole bunch of shit. On God. Like of him. So it made me want to watch it. And, you know, sadly, he passed away and shit like that. So here's the story. I just want to watch the story. We're going to react to the story, hear his story. And after that, we got a video on Duke talking about it. Because if y'all didn't know, about 5-6 months ago, Duke, he streamed with the nigga. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, I watched Avery B video. And as soon as I got done watching it, like a month ago, I reacted to it or whatever. Like the Duke Dennis video popped up, so I watched it. And I was like, damn, like, you know, like, that's cool. Like, he's showing his face and shit like that around everywhere. Like, he trying to get back in the mix and everything. And then he passed away as soon as like the nigga started getting some type of traction. The nigga passed away, and then now that nigga just blew up. Like, well, he didn't blow up, but like niggas just act like this nigga just can't. Like, I hate when like niggas pass away and then the whole world just like glorify that shit. Like, let's get straight to it though.
Homie Quan changed the rap game forever, but a lot of fans don't know how wild his come up really was. From taking that
the same house, nigga. Y'all seen that house? That was the same house. Nigga, that was the same house he made the song with Avery B in. That nigga was like in a mansion, bro. That shit was so crazy to me. Like, how like niggas could literally be here one day and go on the next, bro. And I don't want to say that, knock on wood, because where the fuck wood at? I ain't got no wood, bro. Oh, I don't want to say that, bro. Knock on wood, bro. But Rich Homie Quan literally said that shit in what's that shit called? And Duke motherfucking stream. That nigga was like literally, Rich Homie Quan was like, bro, it's so crazy, bro. You could be here one day and go on the next, bro. And then literally, nigga.
Atlanta trap mainstream to crazy beefs with his own homies. Today we're breaking down his whole story. In September 2024, the shocking news broke that Rich Homie Quan had died. At first it was just rumors going around and nobody wanted to believe it.
Bro, it was so crazy too because bro was just talking about in streams or whatever, because like I told y'all, bro, the videos was popping up. I'm sorry I keep pausing this video, but the videos was popping up. Bro was like, bro kind of like spoke his death into existence. Nigga was like, bro, 2024 just been such a bad year, bro. Restart the whole year. You know, he was making it into a joke, but obviously you could see the pain, nigga. Like, nigga was like, bro, niggas could die. Like, nigga was just telling the truth, but it was like kind of like he was kind of speaking that shit into existence. Like, and it's so crazy, bro. Not saying luckily, like on some shit, like.
But then TMZ confirmed that he was really gone at just 34 years old. Reports say that it happened from an accidental overdose. And one source said that Rich Homie Quan died from a bad pill. TMZ got the 911 call that Quan's girlfriend made, and she told the dispatcher that Quan wasn't breathing and didn't have a heartbeat. She said Quan was on their couch at home and wouldn't respond to her. And when she tried to move him, Quan started foaming at the mouth.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night, and I just checked on him because I see he never got up, and I don't see him breathing. I don't feel a heartbeat or anything, and I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
This wasn't the first time that Quan allegedly had issues with drugs, though. Quan was shooting a video for his track Walkthrough in Atlanta. It's not clear how everything.
I mean, like the man when I walk through. Gotta spend a couple of bands when I walk through. I mean, and I can when I walk through. Nigga, what y'all know about that? Watch me walk through. What y'all know about that shit, nigga?
Thing happened, but Quan allegedly had 2 seizures and fell down and cracked his head on set. Rumors started flying that Quan was having trouble with lean, and that's what made him pass out. But after Quan got out of the hospital, he put out a statement and said that he had been traveling for 3 days straight and barely sleeping. And after he was outside in the Atlanta heat to shoot the video, his body just couldn't handle it anymore and he passed out. He said, "It's no secret that I do turn up. I don't deny that, but I'm not addicted to anything, including drugs, nor was I leaning at the shoot." Some people were still calling cap on it though, because Quan came up as an athlete in Atlanta and should have been used to the heat. Quan was raised on the east side of the city living with his mom and younger siblings. Quan's dad lived in Decatur, and Quan would stay with him on the weekends. Back in the day, Quan was always into reading and playing baseball.
Like, I ain't trying to be the nigga that's like, you know, like why even read the negative comments though? Like, you know, oh, that's cap. Like, if the nigga said that shit, the nigga said that shit, leave it as that. Like, why the fuck, oh, that's cap. Where the fuck y'all get that shit from? Like, how the fuck you know? Like,
Quan wanted to go professional with sports. He played on the varsity team when he was a freshman, and he was so good at baseball that he even got a scholarship to play at Fort Valley State University. He only went to college for a couple of weeks though, because it was still too expensive. He was a freshman, and he was so good at baseball that he even got a scholarship to play at Fort Valley State University. He only went to college for a couple of weeks though, because it was still too expensive even with a scholarship. Quan didn't really have a backup plan after baseball, so he just got a job at an airport to pay the bills. Working a normal job wasn't for him though, and that's when Quan started kicking in doors and robbing houses. Back in 2022, Quan did an interview with Vlad TV and said he was never robbing houses while people were inside.
Kicking in door, but not no home invasion. We wasn't going in there when nobody was there. I wasn't going to nobody. I wasn't going to nobody's house when nobody was there.
He also knew that doing burglaries at night would get you a lot more time if you got caught. So he would go out during the day and break into houses.
I wouldn't even do no cat time burglary at night because you get more time for that. So we'll do daytime burglary. Because cat time burglary, you getting way more time for that. So wait till you go to work in the morning. Oh, kick your shit in.
The first time he robbed a house, Quan didn't even know what was going on. Quan's homies picked him up and said they were going to cut some grass. And Quan didn't know if they were actually going to kick in the door and rob a house. Quan didn't even go inside the house that day, but all of them got caught and went to jail. Quan got out a day later, but he realized he could rob houses if he moved smarter than his homies did. He spent a couple of months breaking into cribs, but it didn't take long for Quan to get busted again. He got booked on another burglary charge and ended up in jail for 15 months. And that's when everything changed for Quan.
15 months? That's a year and like 2 months, ain't it? Like 3 months? Damn.
Before Rich Homie Quan got locked up, he was already rapping, but he never took it seriously. And for the first
that nigga look like Thugger. That nigga look like Thug, twin. What the fuck, twin? That nigga
6 months while he was in jail, nobody on the inside knew that Quan rapped at all. But then another dude came into the block and started freestyling. Quan knew he was better than the dude, so he started rapping too, and everybody went crazy over it. Dudes in the jail were actually giving Quan snacks of freestyle because they liked hearing it so much. And that's when Quan realized he could really make it in the rap game. So when he came home, Quan set up a little studio in his mom's garage and started making music. Then everything changed when Quan met a dude named Teezy. Teezy was getting some buzz in the underground scene, and he's the one who took Quan to a real studio for the first time. Teezy was showing Quan how the rap game worked, but then Quan took a big loss when Teezy got shot and killed. Having his homie die like that made Quan go even harder in the booth though. He bought some more equipment and made music in his mom's garage again, then spent all the money he had to press some CDs. Quan started handing out the CDs around Atlanta, and that's how a dude named Fly heard Quan for the first time. Fly had an independent label called TIG, and he wanted to sign Quan from the jump. In his interview with Vlad TV, Quan said he was dead broke, but he signed a deal for $19K and told Fly to just pay him $400 a week instead of getting it all at once.
I signed for $19,000. So this is what I told Fly. I said, look, Fly, I don't even want all my money up front. Pay me every week.
Quan knew he'd blow the $19K fast if he had it all, so he played it smart and started treating rap like a job.
I was getting $400 every Friday. Every Sunday, every Friday, I would meet him or have him get it. Because I started treating it like a job in my mind because I knew if I got $19,000, I was going to mess that money up fast.
Quan started getting a lot of buzz on his name when he dropped his first mixtape, Still Going In. Then he leveled up in 2013 and started working with huge artists like Gucci Mane, YG, and Jeezy. And Quan's track Type of Way popped off and went gold. Rich Homie Quan was blowing up like crazy, but in 2014,
maybe it feels some type of way. Oh my God, some type of way.
He linked up with Young Thug and Birdman and took everything to the next level. Quan and Young Thug had already had some tracks together and decided to hop in the studio and drop a whole tape. But then Birdman got involved and made them the faces of his Rich Gang crew. Everyone knew that Quan and Thug could make great music together, but nobody knew how crazy their tracks were gonna go. In 2014, they dropped Lifestyle and took over the game.
Nigga, this was a screenshot for 2014, nigga. Or is that when he dropped it? That's probably when he dropped it.
The track ran up massive numbers and went platinum, and a few months later, they dropped the mixtape, Rich Gang, The Tour Part 1.
Nigga, what y'all know about that, nigga? I don't know nothing about it. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know nothing. I probably know some songs on that motherfucker, but I don't.
It looked like Quan and Thug were gonna run the whole game.
Who the fuck is this nigga? Bro, who the fuck is this nigga, bro? Hold on, pay attention to that nigga.
Tape, Rich Gang, The Tour Part 1.
Go ahead.
It looked like Quan and Thug were gonna run
that nigga don't look like he's supposed to be here, bro. What the fuck?
The whole game. But then everything fell apart out of nowhere, and most fans have no idea about the crazy story behind the beef. Right after Quan and Thug popped off together, Quan said he was taking a step back from Rich Gang to focus on his own career. Back then, nobody knew there was tension behind the scenes, but then Young Thug went on tour with Travis Scott and said,
"This stupid lame nigga drill. That bitch on me, Quan."
Quan did an interview with ESPN and said that Thug dissing him like that hurt his feelings.
My first reaction was, my brother called me Quan.
Yeah, that is crazy.
And I took my glasses off. Like, to be honest, not to get in my feelings, it hurt.
Then he allegedly dissed Thug on the track You Not and rapped, "Tool on me, fuck you, homie. ABC Channel 2, homie. I done fucked around and made the news on you. Had to change shoes, waste food on them. This flashy shit ain't nothing new, homie. I been me. You ain't you, homie. And you ain't no Thug. Plus you ain't that nigga I thought you was." Everyone thought Quan was taking shots at Thug, but he hopped on.
Nigga, ain't no way you just said that and what all that and that wasn't no diss. I ain't believing it. He knew what he was doing. Why the fucking shit muted?
But later that year, everyone thought Quan was taking shots at Thug, but he hopped on Twitter and said, "I would never diss my brother Young Thug, despite what y'all think or say." But later that year, a fan tried to grab Rich Homie Quan during the show, and Quan told him he wasn't rocking with that gay shit like Thug.
Hey bro, get way back away from each other. Get the gay ass first, man, bro. I don't fuck with no fucking man. You back up your ass up, look up over here, look like Young Thug. Make sure the fuck away from me.
Young Thug dissed Quan on stage again and said,
Hey, fuck Rich Homie. Fuck Rich Homie.
but it still wasn't clear what sparked the beef in the first.
Fuck Rich Homie.
Lifestyle. Nigga, why you singing that song and you saying fuck him though? I ain't know all that beef. I mean, I knew they were beefing, but I ain't know all that beef was going on.
But it still wasn't clear what sparked the beef in the first place. Fans thought it might have been a money thing or something with the industry, but the true story was way more brutal than that. A couple of months before Quan told everyone he was falling back from Rich Gang, a dude named Big Nut was shot and killed in Atlanta. Nut had a lot of clout in the city and had ties to the rap game too. He was tight with YFN Lucci, and Nut was also homies with Fly from TIG. Thug, Lucci, and Quan were all cool with each other back in the day. But that all changed when Thug's YSL crew allegedly killed Big Nut. Big Nut's death sparked all kinds of violence in the city, and the cops say that at least 4 people died over the situation. Quan was cool with Big Nut too, and rumors say he stopped rocking with Thug because of what went down. After it all happened, a video leaked online where Quan allegedly talked about the situation and said,
"Everybody been talking about it. I'm gonna just be a man and answer myself." Right. Scrub, man. Those boys had something to do with it. You can't prove. Right. Point blank, period.
But that wasn't even the most shocking twist in the story, because it turns out that Thug might have been involved with Quan's dad getting shot.
I understand because y'all not from South Carolina and shit like that. Look, bro, like niggas like down south got a hard ass accent, like, and I'm just starting to realize that because I'm starting to like talk like these niggas over here. Like, I'm in Texas right now. I'm starting to talk like these niggas over here, but I can still understand what he's saying. Basically, bro, was like, just to sum it all up, I be asking myself, basically, hold on, let me just. Oh, basically, he was just saying like he be asking himself like somebody had to be like involved in this. Like he knows somebody that was involved in this. We just can't prove it. Like basically saying like he knows somebody that did it. He just can't prove that that nigga did it to get justice for it on some shit. That's basically, and apparently he recorded it or somebody recorded it.
Can't prove. Right. Point blank period.
But that wasn't
Point blank period.
even the most shocking twist in the story, because it turns out that Thug might have been involved with Quan's dad getting shot too.
Damn,
back in 2014.
Oh shit. Bro, I was just, bro, like I said, bro, I was watching a whole bunch of Rich Homie Quan videos, and he bro, Rich Homie Quan is such a good ass dude. Like, from on the internet per se, like, he keep a lot of shit out of the internet. Like, a lot of shit out of the internet, because I did not know that his dad getting shot had something to do with Rich Homie Quan or Young Thug and shit like that, because I was watching a video and shit like that, and he was basically saying, like, he ain't got no problem with Young Thug. Like, shit, if we want to talk it out, squash it, we could. And I ain't never like talking shit out with a nigga that shot my dad. Good ass dude though. Didn't bring it to the internet. Kept it cool. Like,
YSL Woody and his homie Threat pulled up to the barbershop that Quan's dad owned and started letting off shots. Quan's dad got Threat bagging the most shocking twist in the story, because it turns out that Thug might have been involved with Quan's dad getting shot too. Back in 2014, YSL Woody and his homie Threat pulled up to the barbershop that Quan.
Who the fuck is YSL Woody? He recently just popped up for me, honestly. Like, this nigga is a new nigga to me. I didn't know this nigga been on some shit. Like, 2016, they said? 15?
Quan's dad owned and started letting off shots. Quan's dad got hit up 4 times and almost died. And on the track Daddy, Rich Homie Quan raps, "When I see him in that ICU room, boy, you know I went crazy, cause I couldn't see my daddy like that. That's my baby. In other words, he my best friend. Talk to him daily. Them niggas who did it to him, I hope they praying to God, but he can't help you in the situation." Some paperwork also came out where Quan was allegedly talking about a situation with Birdman and Thug. Quan's dad allegedly had some kind of argument with Birdman and wanted Quan to fall back from them. So Birdman allegedly tried to take Quan's dad out so Quan would officially sign with him. People started calling Quan a snitch because of the video and alleged paperwork, but Rich Homie Quan hopped on IG Live and offered a meal to anybody who could actually prove he told on anyone.
Find my name in the paperwork, right? Give me $1 million. We could trade lives.
After Young Thug and YSL got hit with a RICO case, the news broke that Quan had been listed as a potential witness, but that didn't mean he would actually testify against Thug or that he would even be called into court. Quan's name did come up during the trial though. While YSL Woody was testifying, a lawyer asked him if Thug had an issue with Rich Homie Quan bringing gang members to Thug's apartment. But instead of answering the question, Woody just asked Thug the question and made the whole courtroom laugh. Woody also talked about Big Nut's death and said it didn't have anything to do with YSL.
What happened to Nut got nothing to do with YSL.
Woody's homie Threat had beef with Quan over something, and that's why Woody and him shot up the barbershop that Quan's dad owned. The clip of Woody talking about the barbershop shooting went viral.
Me and Threat shot up Rich Homie Quan dad at the barbershop on Bankhead.
But in an interview, Rich Homie Quan said that Woody was lying about the situation.
What is a liar? The barbershop did get shot up, but it wasn't like, I don't want to talk much into it, but it wasn't like he has over-exaggerated it, because the same day the barbershop got shot up, it was up and running.
It's not clear what really happened, but after Quan tragically died, Woody shouted him out on IG and said, "I hate this happened. I pray that God protect Thug and them from this country." Quan's beef with Young Thug was definitely the biggest one in his career, but Quan had issues with other rappers too. Back around 2014, when Quan really started blowing up, another rapper from Atlanta named Johnny Cinco started beefing with him. It's not clear.
What the fuck is this? Johnny Cinco, man, get your ass out of here, nigga.
What sparked the situation, but Quan dropped the track "Fuck Nigga" and said, "Say they gave the wrong young nigga money, you funny. I don't know a nigga by Cinco. Boy, your real name Johnny. And first I'm gonna get the choppers, then I'm gonna go get the Mac. Pistols hanging out the Rari. We shooting at all of their ass." And on the track I Got Him, Johnny Cinco called Quan out and raps, "See, I eat rappers for hobbies. Rich Homie Quan ain't nobody. I used to sell that boy Molly. I hit your hoe? Well, I'm sorry." They kept sending shots back and forth, and then almost got into a fight in the middle of traffic one day.
Let's fight now. Let's fight right now. Get out the car. I beat your ass right now. Yeah, I beat your ass. You know it, nigga.
A lot of people didn't even know about Quan's beef with Johnny Cinco, but Quan made a lot of headlines when he had drama with Future. After Rich Homie Quan started popping off in the rap game, A lot of people were comparing him to Future. Quan didn't have any problem with it at first, but then Future went on Sway in the Morning and threw some shade at Quan.
You use the same pattern. You can't use the pattern that a Future used, or you can't say turn up. You gotta say another word, you know what I'm saying? Make the world feel what you.
What? This nigga talk. The fuck? Bro, you don't make no type of. Nigga, you didn't make that word, nigga. Nigga knows. Nigga, where the fuck Future from? Hold on, let's see. Where the fuck Future from? Cause this nigga not repping the South Side, nigga. Like, where Future from?
I'm sorry.
Shut up. Damn, I don't know why I asked the white girl. Where Future from? Let's see. Atlanta, Georgia? Oh, my fault, big guy. My fault. Oh, that makes sense why niggas was comparing him to Future, though. Because they both from Georgia. They both repping the South. So I said, I ain't know. See, Rich Homie Quan say that shit. I ain't never hear no Future song. Only thing I want me a trophy. Nigga, that song hard, nigga. Oh, God, nigga. Hey, I ain't gonna lie, that song hard. But, nah, but that shit crazy the way you just came at him, regardless of where y'all from and where y'all not from.
In the Morning and threw some shade at Quan.
You use the same pattern. You can't use the pattern that.
See, when he said that, I'm over here thinking, oh, cool, like, now that nigga do sound smooth as fuck when, see, you use the same pattern. You can't use the same pattern. Smooth ass nigga. Nigga, look. I'm over here thinking this nigga had the motherfucking like I'm thinking this nigga still in rhythms and flows and shit like that. This nigga talking about the same word, bro. Grow up, nigga.
That a Future use, or you can't say turn up. You gotta say another word. You know what I'm saying? Make the world feel what you saying. You feel me? Like you can't be saying turn up. You can't say movie. You can't say yeah. You can't say woo woo. You sound like Future, but you saying the same thing that you using the similar words, similar word pattern. You know what I mean? So.
Wait, so is he just saying like for him not to get those comparisons, then you got to use different things, or is he like dick eating and he just said this before anything ever came out, and he was just like, nigga, you need to stop copying me on some shit. Like he like, ew, you copying me, stop copying me, because he see this nigga growing. Nigga, Future, you gotta understand, nigga, you walk so niggas behind you can run, nigga. That's just how it is.
So that's why people compare it, because of the pattern of it.
So Quan clapped back on the.
Oh, so he just talking about how. See, this is. And that's why I was asking, because these are just clips. So he was just saying like, this is why we getting compared, nigga, because you're using the same thing I'm using. Okay, so I see the majority of the clip now. I got a little bit of context, but before, boy, that shit sounds crazy.
Track a nigga and rap. I'm back like the Future, nigga. Quan, you the Future, boy. Don't confuse me with Future, nigga. The beef never got too serious though. And after Quan and Future had to sit next to each other on the plane, they squashed the whole thing and never had any more drama after that. Quan also had a little drama with Roddy Ricch back in 2023, because he thought Roddy Ricch got him taken off a track with DJ Drama.
Well, Quan, you know, I ain't really trying to start no industry shit. Roddy Ricch wanted you off the song. Man, I ain't even met Roddy. I ain't never met Roddy. I ain't even know he felt some type of way about me.
Quan said that he was better than Roddy Ricch and had more money than him.
I put 10 million to his 1 million. His catalog can't fuck with mine nowadays. Cause you the one that took me off the song, nigga.
Then he took the disrespect up a notch and said that The Box is the only track Roddy Ricch made that wasn't whack.
Shit, they go back and forth, catalog. You ain't got none of that box shit, call that other shit whack.
Roddy Ricch clapped back and said
You too old for this internet shit, but I ain't even know you was on the phone. I sent Drama the hook and let them do the rest. Ain't never been no nigga to stop nobody from eating, especially a nigga I don't even know. I'm what? Aroused, though, champ. I'm aroused. My bad, that word a little bit out of my vocabulary.
He didn't even know Quan was supposed to be on the track. Then a little while.
Just got off the phone with Roddy Ricch. Everything is smooth. He said it like, man, and I want to apologize for my position at the moment and take this opportunity to show everyone that through conversations we can have solutions. Oh God, nigga, real shit, bro. All you need is a conversation. Conversation rule the world, nigga.
Later, Quan hopped on IG and said he talked to Roddy Ricch about the situation over the phone and that everything was cool. Quan didn't just have industry drama though. And in 2017, he was facing 30
years Bro, I seen this picture before, bro. I might have seen this shit. 2017, Rich Homie Quan faced up to 30 years in prison for weed
He was in
possession.
prison on drug and gun charges. He got pulled over with his homies on the way to a concert, and when the cops searched the whip, they found a stolen gun, weed, and ecstasy. Quan fought the case for 2 years and could have been locked up for decades, but in 2019, a judge...
You wouldn't have took that pill today. That was 2017. 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Nigga, he only did 7 years. Nigga. That nigga would have still been in
threw the whole thing out because there wasn't enough evidence. Quan also made headlines a couple of years before the drug case for allegedly punching a security guard who didn't let him into a club in Miami. When the story came out, reports said that Quan punched the dude and then ran away from the cops with a boat. It turns out it wasn't that crazy though, and Quan was just spotted partying on a yacht, and that's how the rumor started. After Quan fell back from Thug and Rich Gang, he kept the momentum up and dropped the track Flex. Flex blew up, but Quan's dance for the track went even more viral on Vine. He was making waves in the industry by himself, but he started to fall off a little because of label issues. T.I.G. was allegedly playing with Quan's money, so he stopped dropping music while he sorted everything out on the business side. He came back in 2017 with his Back to the Basics mixtape on Motown Records, but Quan had already lost a lot of momentum by taking a year off. Quan finally dropped his debut.
Actually, fun fact, that nigga didn't take a year off. He had to, he was dealing with some shit. I mean, I don't know him, but just his words.
New album, Rich as in Spirit, in 2018, and
he was trying to drop music, but he couldn't drop music.
Decent numbers, but he didn't have any major hits. He dropped a few more projects after that, but Quan was also focused on making money outside of the rap game. He started investing in real estate and was making millions from it. It was clear that he didn't need rap money to live, but Rich Homie Quan said he was always going to be making music. Quan seemed like he had moved on from all the industry drama and just wanted to focus on himself. And in July 2024, he told Revolt, "Remember me as an original, as an artist who did it his way. Remember me as a hard kid from Atlanta with a dream, who believed in himself and bettered himself, and won." Quan had a huge impact on the rap game, and after the news broke that he died, all kinds of artists hopped on social media to show love. 2 Chainz posted a picture of Quan and said that they had just been talking about shooting a music video together. Quavo was tight with Quan too, and he posted a pic of them together and said, "May God be with us. Never saw this being a part of our journey." Quan was working on new music with Boosie too, and Boosie said that he had just talked to Quan and was never gonna forget him. Quan had love all over the rap game. His track My Nigga with YG went crazy back.
Bro, they made so many hits, bro. Fuck, bro, this nigga was involved in so many hits, bro.
And YG shouted Quan out after he died. Even OGs in the industry like Big Boy showed Quan love. Rich Homie Quan was one of the most influential rappers in the game for a while, and there's a reason why he had so much respect from fans and artists too. Rich Homie Quan died way too young, but his impact on the rap game will last forever.
God, hey, bro. RP Rich Homie Quan, bro. You did your thing, bro. I ain't gonna lie, you did your big one.